All right, let's go to the final game. This one goes on Monday. It is another Premier League game. Liverpool and Everton. Excuse me. Liverpool minus 190. The draw is plus 339. Everton plus 509 in this one. Bryan and I will look at this one. Bryan, before we go to you, a few talking points. Listen, we saw immediate returns from Dyche and Everton in that game against Arsenal last week, and Liverpool were opened up. They were exposed by Wolverhampton regularly. Van Dijk still remains out. He will not be available for this game. He's probably at least a week away from getting some time on that field. He's not ready to play 90 yet. I'm looking at a different market here, and this is one that you normally play, and we might be going mano a mano on this one. I'm taking the both teams to score no in this one. It is pretty much 110 both ways. I'm taking the no in this one. I think we know what we're going to get from Everton here. They're going to play the same tight defensive game. They were able to keep Arsenal off the score sheet, and only Newcastle have done that this year in a scoreless draw. Arsenal scored in every other game they've played thus far this year, all other 18 games. For the 10 matches between Liverpool, 4 matches this year at home where one of the teams has registered a clean sheet. But when you look at these two teams and playing each other, 4 of the last 5 at Anfield, there has been a clean sheet in them. 7 of the last 10 overall between these two teams, there has been a clean sheet in the game. So I'm going with both teams to score no, minus 110, and hoping that this is a defensive and cagey affair. Bryan, give me your thoughts.
Well, I think we're going the opposite side on this one. As a matter of fact, I know we are. So first, let's back up. Last week, perhaps you remember on the show, I said it was the time to buy low on Liverpool. Well, that was a lie. They obviously lose 3-0, an ugly loss. And then last week was the right time to buy low on Everton. The old new manager bounce. They defeat Arsenal 1-0 in the always tricky, as you say, Carm, early Saturday time slot. And digging into those respective results, Liverpool, they lost the XG battle 2.6 to 1.3. Everton wins the XG battle 2.09 to 0.69. So nothing phony about the results in that regard, at least going by XG. Although I will point out, Everton did get dominated in terms of possession. Liverpool, they had a lot more shots on goal than Wolves. So you can make a case in those regards. Maybe the results were a tad bit misleading. Now, I've heard a lot of chatter this week, and even before the match with Arsenal, that Everton may be a good bet to avoid relegation. Right now, I say not so fast. They're still second worst in expected points, second worst in expected goal difference in the league. Only Bournemouth is worse off in both of those categories. But you also have to wonder, on the flip side, is Liverpool just a mid-table side? A lot of metrics suggest they are. So I'm not looking to play either side here. I am on the both teams to score prop, but I am taking yes, Carm. The reverse, to your point, back in September was a goalless draw. But I see this being a lot different. Liverpool, I don't think they get blanked in back-to-back matches. Interestingly enough, despite the mid-table metrics, they are third in expected goals in the league, only behind Arsenal and Man City. And Everton, they've got a little momentum. Obviously, I don't like that word, but I'll use it here anyway, off the new manager bounce. So both sides, bottom 4 in the Premier League in expected goals allowed. So let's roll with it. I think both get on the score sheet. One of us will be right. One of us will be wrong. I guess that's the beauty of this thing.
My thought, yes, one of us will be right. My thoughts and prayers go out to you, Bryan, on this one. One of us will be right. One of us will be wrong. That is no truer statement has been made on this show.